Hi there. In case you haven't listened to these before, my name is Jim McMichael, and what I call this blog is On Our Spiritual Journey. Let me just take a minute to explain to you a little bit about who I am and why I'm doing this. I'm 89 years old. I've been around a long time. I've had all kinds of jobs in my life, but the last 35, 40 years of my life have been spent realizing, finally, and trying to live out a spiritual way of living. So I should explain to you what I mean by spiritual. I don't mean religious necessarily, even though I'm an active and participating member of the Catholic Church and have been very active in my church. But what I mean by spiritual is the non-affiliated, non-connected way of living that seems to come from within us. There is, I believe, such a thing as the Holy Spirit. There is a force, a voice, something that reaches out to us, and if we listen to it, it'll really give us a lot of wisdom, give us a lot of direction in our life. And so that's basically what I'm going to be talking about. What I do talk about are the things that come to me in not a rational way, not a logical, analytical way. I should make it very clear to you, I am no theologian. I am not a biblical scholar. I'm an intuitive. I read the Bible, read it every day. Actually, what I read are the readings from the Catholic Mass every day. And when I say every day, don't take me literally for that. Most days would be more accurate. But at any rate, so the Bible is no stranger to me, and it's a great source of comfort and wisdom to me. But again, I don't read the Bible literally word for word. I read the Bible for the feelings I get out of it, the inspiration I derive from it, thoughts that come to me when I read it. All kinds of experiences in my life where thoughts have just come to me and given me much deeper understanding than just the words that were written down in that book. So that's what I mean by spiritual. It's a sort of an intuitive understanding, ability to hear messages, hear things. And years ago, I would have never confessed that to you because, I've got a degree in psychology, and some of the most prevalent cases of mental dysfunction come from a belief that they hear God and God tells them what to do, and there have been some pretty atrocious cases about that. But this is not that case. It's just simply thoughts that come to me. So that's who I am, Jim McMichael. Just not an extraordinary guy at all, just a plain guy, just happened to have lived quite a while. Matter of fact, I'm sad to say that since I stopped doing these about a year ago, two of my very, very best friends, my roommate from college and my best friend from high school, have passed. And so that makes it even more imperative to me that if I have some of these thoughts, I should probably be getting them down someplace. So that's the purpose of this blog, On Our Spiritual Journey. And as we say in the program, take what you need and leave the rest. This is simply one man's meanderings around, and that's all they are. So listen, if you get something from them, I'm really glad. I hope you do. But if you don't, that's okay too. Part of me, are you familiar with the Myers-Briggs personality inventory? It's based on Jungian psychology, and it basically gives us some tools to use to help us understand our behavior. And if you look at those things, like for instance, introvert, extrovert, I'm an introvert. I get most of my energy from inside of myself. I don't get energy from other people. Matter of fact, other people sort of tire me out. I need quiet time. I need solace and solitude to recharge my batteries. So I'm an internally directed person, and if you knew me, you would probably say that's no way, because I'm very friendly and outgoing, but basically underneath it all, I need my quiet time and my alone time. So that's where my energy comes from. Now, the other thing is I'm an intuitive. There's two scores, an intuitive person, okay, and on one hand, and a logical, analytical kind of person on the other hand. And I have nothing at all against logic. I wish I probably could had more of it. I probably would have gotten a PhD in psychology rather than a PhD in political science if I had, but that's not the way it worked out. So, intuitive is a person who looks for relationships, looks for the big picture. Does not really focus much on details. And so that's where I just get these thoughts and I sort of put them together. Somehow they come together for me. So that's where all of this stuff comes from. And I hope that's useful, either in letting you know if you're a first-time listener or if you're coming back to understand again who I am and what I'm trying to do here. So, that being said, let's take a look at where we stand right now. I'm going to be dictating a whole series of blogs. I may have stopped dictating, but I didn't stop thinking or feeling, and I've got a whole bunch of notes that I've made to myself that I'm going to be using those to transcribe ongoing blogs. So hopefully you'll be seeing or hearing from me for quite a while to come if you're interested. And incidentally, if you're new, I have probably 40 or so blogs already on YouTube. And also it's called On Our Spiritual Journey, and there's a lot of spiritual stuff on YouTube. So that's what we're going to be doing. Till next time, I'll be talking to you about belief and the importance of belief in our life. Talk to you later.